Hi, doing an update, and I'll make it quick and short and to the point. Today's the 29th of November. Just had a visit this morning with Dr. Patel at VSP Dental, and went in today to get one of my veneers removed. It's the one that's a little discolored now because that's a temporary in its place. That one's a little short due to my bite, and I think I mentioned that on my last update. So she took off the veneer and put a temp in its place until next week, and they're going to rework the veneer, make it a little longer, and slip it back on so that my bottom teeth are more in alignment. She'll have to file down my eye tooth, I think, to make room for my bite, but it'll make them more uniform in length across the bottom, and that's what I'm looking for. Also, while I was there, way back at the beginning of this process, I had an implant put in the bottom. All you can see is a hole, probably. That implant has been healing. She put a bone graft in there, and all that's been healing up. Today, she opened up my gum and put in the healing cap, or the healing ring, whatever they prefer to call those. And basically what they do is open up the gum, expose the top of the implant. There's a little set screw in there held in place. They take that screw out, and then this healing ring goes back into that screw, and then the gum is basically it's not stitched, it's just kind of left to form around that ring or around that cap. I have a flashlight, but I honestly don't know that this thing can be seen. No. Nah. It was worth a shot anyway. Probably got a kick out of that, if nothing else. But it's just to look at it, it looks like a little metal disc where my tooth used to be right there, and it's just screwed into the implant. My gum will have to heal a little bit. She said a week or two, and then she'll put in the abutment, which is they'll take off this little cap and screw in the abutment. My gum will, of course, be around the abutment, and the abutment is basically like a root or a stump of a tooth would be, and that's what they'll mount the crown onto, is the abutment. So those are the next steps that I have to go through. Oh, that's better. You can't see all that glare. So supposedly all that's going to be next week if they don't have any issues with making my veneer. I know it's got to be put in the oven and all this stuff. So do that, and maybe put the abutment on the bottom. My tops, where I've got my implants put in and the stitches have taken out and bone grafts put in and all that, they seem to be healing up pretty well. My partial is it's working. Just to gross everybody out, see what this looks like with that partial out. So you can see what I'm working with here, which isn't very much. I've got, what you see is all I have. 2 eye teeth. Those will stay, and they'll be filed down and veneered. And then my front teeth, both those will be removed, and an implant post in those 2 positions will be put in, and each implant crown will have 2 teeth on it to fill in my front. Then I'll have veneers on my eye teeth. And then the back, where there's nothing right now, I've got 2 implants on this side, and I will have 2 implants on this side, so I'll have 2 implant bridges to round around the top, to go all the way around the top. That'll fill in everything. The color again was a bleach 1, or a B1. It's a bleach white color, and it's the brightest that they have. And it's pretty bright. I like it. My thought process on that is, over the years, these things will stain, just like normal teeth stain. I don't smoke, don't drink alcohol. I do drink coffee, which will add to a stain here and there, but I'm really diligent about brushing, usually about 3 times a day, and I'm using one of those electric brushes that's more like a dental tool than just a traditional scrub back and forth toothbrush. This is one of those you hold in place. It's an Oral-B actually, but you hold it in place and it spins and does its little number, and they really work well. So I recommend those. If you haven't tried one, give it a shot. They do a good job of cleaning your teeth, and especially along the gum line where your traditional brush won't hit. But with doing that, I shouldn't have as much of a staining issue as some people would, especially smokers. Not knocking smokers, you know, people do what they need to do. But I wanted to start out white. I mean, you can see the difference, top and bottom. So that's it for my update right now. I should have another one next week. Like I said, it's the 29th of November. Getting ready to start the month of December. Yay, we got Christmas coming. I know everybody's excited about that. And hopefully I'll do another update next week. Thanks for watching. Take care.